Well, it's been 2 months after the Hurricane Maria has hit the island of Puerto Rico, and the people are still in need of help. Now, joining us over the phone to discuss this and the relief mission is the councilman of the 14th District, Councilman Fernando Cabrera. Councilman Cabrera, good to have you.
Thank you for having me.
We've talked about this time and time again, and you continue to be a stable force in going over and assisting in the island of Puerto Rico with all that's going on. I want to ask you a little bit more about certain places because many times a lot of attention is given, and no slight intended, to San Juan. That's the capital. That's where things are. That's where we know a lot of the focus, and it really is ground zero for a lot of the relief efforts and stuff. But talk to us a little bit about the mountains and that experience, because it seems as though that those are the people in the mountains that seem to have a lot of trouble. And I know you were able to actually get to the mountain after being able to travel through some rough waters.
Absolutely. You're absolutely 100% right there. And those are the areas that were most affected. We're talking about areas like Jayuya, Utuado, Orocovi. Those mountainous areas were so hard hit. And part of the reason is because they have so many landslides. And if you have the opportunity to go there, you will find that many telephone poles were down, houses were blown away. We're talking about many of the houses that were made out of wood, or you may have a house that's made out of concrete, but their roof is made out of anything other than cement. And as a result of that, many people in those mountainous areas were hard hit. So much that even up to this day, still do not have electricity. To this day, they still sometimes they have water, sometimes they don't have water. And, you know, when you don't have electricity, you pretty much go back to the dark ages. Things that we take for granted, like refrigerator, things that we take granted, such as air conditioning during, hot days. And at the same time, there are still people there. And I could tell you, I was just there not too long ago, where there are people still who are disconnected. And to get to them, you have to literally cross a river. We have, several instances, but one in particular that caught my biggest attention was a young lady crossing the river to be able to get food from us. We crossed the river back with her, had an opportunity to go with her. And, lo and behold, she had a 3-month-old and 1.5-year-old baby. And there was no way for them to drive out of there because the bridge went down. And when she came back,
we're watching this. Actually, I'm not cutting you off, Councilman. I'm not cutting you off.
Hug, and she literally wept for 10 minutes. I think this was the first time that she was able to just let it all out in a very safe environment. And she told me her husband had left her all by herself. He went to the States, and just simply sad. And so you hear stories and stories, and FEMA has not gotten to many of these places. And in Jayuya, they only have 4 FEMA workers. I met one of them. He's trying his very best, but they need more FEMA workers, especially to get into the mountainous area of those regions.
Yeah, well, I was trying to cut in it for a second because we're actually seeing the pictures of the actual video of you actually walking across that bridge, walking literally across what looks like, trees and power lines put together in a makeshift bridge. Did you have an idea that the devastation would be as grave as we were seeing?
Absolutely not. I mean, I love to go on disasters and to be able to get to regions before others do it, because I know how slow government can move. And I've been to Haiti, I've been to Katrina, and I don't like to compare disasters, but this is definitely one of the top ones. It's so overwhelming and so systemic to the area. It's not like one little part or one block. It's just block after block, region after region, and very, very difficult to get supplies there. If you're trying to bring a Mack truck, we were able to do that. The cops are still shocked how we did that, but we needed to get those supplies in to be able to help them. But it's awful. I mean, you have you have the elderly living with just strips of wood. Where before that, they had sink above this piece of wood, so when it rains, it just drains on them. You see the black mold. You see the level of depression, hopelessness. So it's not just food, it's not just water, but it's the human condition. It is the spirit of hopelessness. And this is why it's important for them to feel that we have not given up on them. Usually during disasters, people come in the first 4 weeks, they hit it hard, and then after that, out of sight, out of mind. We got to continue to provide the help. And so right now, the chapter is turning there. The two most important things are for this region are generators and also reconstruction. We got to get this roofs up. We got to get these walls back up. I mean, one young lady who she lost her home twice. This is the second time that she lost her home, and we went by her home, and all 4 walls were down, the roof was down. Thank God that she was not in there. And so this is why it's imperative that we do not give up in helping.
Yeah. Well, we want to thank you so much for sharing with us, Councilman Fernando Cabrera of the 14th District, who continues to go to Puerto Rico. Him and the international team of first responders has traveled to Puerto Rico a few times to really bring relief. Thank you so much, Councilman, for sharing with us. And, of course, we'll continue to follow the story of all that goes on in Puerto Rico.
Thank you so much.
All righty. Well, devastation of Hurricane Maria has left people with no power or really a stable place to live. Our BronxNet cameras visited one of the most affected areas and went inside one resident's home to see the damages and effects of Hurricane Maria.
Mismo en lo que son los restos de la casa de Justina de Jesús. Esta es su sala de estar. Si seguimos para acá, pues creo que veo el baño.
Un baño.
Lo que queda del baño también. Acá vemos que
otro cuarto, dormitorio.
Este es el baño acá. Este es uno de los dormitorios que queda acá. No hay ventanas, no hay techos. Estamos básicamente al aire libre. No hay absolutamente nada. Solamente queda la estructura de la casa, pero no está quedando nada. Entonces, este es otro baño acá. Lo que queda del baño está inundado, tiene un poquito de lodo por abajo, por acá, por las partes, si podemos verlo acá. Si miramos a la izquierda vemos el closet, no tenemos, no veo ningún tipo de, no veo ropa acá para nada, solamente veo, si Justina me dice que botó absolutamente todo, ella no estuvo acá durante el huracán, ella se fue a una casa de una cuñada, pero viene todos los días porque es una casa que ella es la propietaria de esta casa. No quieres perder lo que queda, no quiere que alguien tome el territorio. No. Entonces viene desde la casa
de mi cuñada con mi esposo.
¿Y te quedas hasta qué hora?
Estamos aquí alrededor hasta las 5 de la tarde o 5 y media, así. Desde por la mañana. Entonces venimos a las 11, 10.
Es muy
Estamos
difícil.
todo el día ahí sentaditos.
Esto muestra la dificultad y el problema que tenemos ahora mismo y también no perder el trabajo de una vida, ¿cierto? Para esta casa. Así como la historia de Justina, hay muchas más historias acá en Puerto Rico y seguiremos contándoselas.
And stay tuned as Yella and others will continue to bring us more information from Puerto Rico. We'll be right back in a few.